you know.
Which is
Very
exactly what I saw at the end. That was really just completely tearing Lamb limb from limb. He just could not get away from the fact that the pressure was ever present and not leaving. There was no chance to breathe. There was no reset. Every time he tried to put his feet on the ground, Mewtwo King was there.
After a solid 3-stock like that, the players just agree to go back to Smashville. Not something I would do. I think Metanite is extraordinarily powerful on Smashville. I don't know why everybody agrees to it all the time. I think it's probably one of his best stages, even amongst the counter picks available. And you'll also notice Metanites will take you to Smashville very often.
Oh, yes. They're the first person to look for the agreement.
Very nice. Very nice.
There you go.
I think he got maybe a little bit overzealous there with the attempted follow-up of a neutral air. Mewtwo King's not going to air dodge into you when there's no pressure.
No.
But it was still good to get the 51%. Lamb does have the lead now.
Still looking for what he's looking for.
That was just really good matchup knowledge by Mewtwo King. You know, and Pikachu matchup knowledge is not exactly a common factor, but Mewtwo King, the all-knowing master of data, knowing that, you know, Pikachu's most likely option here was to try and quick attack cancel back onto the stage, knowing when the up tilt would beat the down air.
And just a vault of information, everything that sits in his head. But yeah, it's very funny that you bring that up, though. You know, not an exorbitant amount of Pikachu knowledge floating around. I can't say that there's an astounding amount of Pikachus within any major region of the Smash community as of right now. I mean, we obviously have ESAM. We have, I believe, Z over in California. I'd have to do a little bit more homework on it, but I know that it's becoming a dying breed as we speak, so definitely not something that matchup knowledge kind of floats around with.
Rest in peace, Anther. Actually, I heard Anther's been playing a little bit.
He was over at UMaCon. All the UMaCon videos were up, and it was outstanding to see him play again because, to be completely honest, he was impressive. He did a great job.
One can only hope that'll return.
I still remember watching old school videos of him versus Mewtwo King and everything, you know, just from a very long time ago, back in the early days of Brawl, and just that hype coming back, just that name. If you're a 2008, 2009 name, there's no way that Anther does not ring a bell and just get you a little amped up over thinking about what he did with Pikachu.
Well, right now, Lamb needs to channel his inner 3Z, figure out a way to get this stock back. He does have Mewtwo King at kill percents. Perhaps if he wasn't so afraid there, he could have possibly punished that with an up smash.
That's what I was thinking. I was expecting that dash up smash. Very, very Fox-esque.
Yeah. You know, since actually that hails all the way back to Smash 64 when Pikachu had the very powerful up smash. He's looking for the read here on Mewtwo King. And that's good. You know, it's good to not be afraid to make a read when you're behind, make a read on a player who's considered to be stronger than you. But Mewtwo King is not going to fall for it. And what he now needs to realize is if Mewtwo King is just going to block, you have to grab him.
Exactly.
Because you don't have a command grab. You know, you don't have any moves that are shield penetrating. So Mewtwo King's like, okay, you're going to eventually throw out a kill move, and then I'll punish you for it. And it just pretty much allowed him to close out that second stock,
and
you know, without losing his first.
Exerting his pressure, as you said before, becoming very difficult for Lamb to try and find a way in and to break down that barrier that's holding him outside of Mewtwo King. As we see here, already eaten 40%, just trying to fight with Mewtwo King over stage control, constantly pushed to the edges.
Now you can see Lamb is really struggling to find his way inside because he's using a lot of approaching shield options, and Mewtwo King is pairing this with, okay, I'm going to jump back there, or Tornado. Basically, he's using options which both have exceptionally high priority or, you know, hitbox coverage, and they also have multiple hits, which are good against, you know, players that are not experienced blocking them because they're unsure of the timing. I really like the transition. Excellent punish, a up air out of the shield on the cross-up into a full back air.
Very nice.
But that damage conversion needs to become a stock.
It does. Unfortunately, he's just letting Mewtwo King sit at way too high of a percent, and obviously you're not going to be able to fish, but man, you better hook something as an answer, because right now, this is not looking too good.
One thing I'm disappointed in is that he got a grab. Mewtwo King's at 163. We need to see a bunch more pummels. You're not going to get a kill off Bad DI with Pikachu.
No.
Pikachu doesn't have kill throws. So what you want is refresh your whole moveset so that anything can kill. You You know, if Mew2King was sitting right now at 185% and your whole moveset's fresh, you know, it's a little bit of a different story. At that point, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, even that back air would have killed him. Oh, it did kill him.
There you go.
That was bad DI by Mew2King, but even still. And he'll close out the stock, at least trading with that Skull Bash.
No JV.
So no JVs.
No JVs.
You know, looking forward to see how Lamb levels up in
Yes.
his future Smash career. Excellent set. Excellent performance by Mew2King.
So now, since it's not round robin pools, I believe that he should still be seeing a loser's bracket match, even though it's bracket pools.
Could be.
Yeah, should be able to see it as he took the first set against Rundis. So, but yeah, I have to agree there. As I learned, especially as a Pokemon trainer main, if there's one thing it is, when you have an ability to take those pummels, get them in while you can. A nice refresh on the moveset, another opportunity to get a kill move to back to where it needs to be. So important, especially when you're fighting a Metanite or any of those characters that have very strong capability of dictating the momentum of a match.
And you know what? That's one of the things I love about Smash, because there's so many little things you can use to level up your game. Making sure you get those pummels in when you grab. Making sure you keep your SDI consistent.
Yes.
You know, I remember San back in the day. He was just, you know, SDI everything. The other, not San, the other Ike main that was notorious for his SDI.
When we're not talking Royal, up, and it looks like we have video promos on the way up.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Got a quick commercial coming up for you guys. See you soon.
The expense of travel shouldn't keep you from the things you love. We'll get you where you want to be for as low as $1. Megabus.com provides daily express bus service with free Wi-Fi and power outlets so you can stay connected to the things that matter most. Stay connected. Megabus.com.
This picture, it's a memory. It's a beautiful day with a special someone with a great smile. This is Fracture. Just upload an image, place your order, and it'll show up at your door, beautifully printed directly on glass, with everything you need to display it on your wall. A picture is a discovery. A picture is a triumph, and a feeling, and a connection. And this isn't just another frame, not just another canvas. This is new. This is a Fracture. Visit fractureme.com and print one today.
What? Oh, no, you can.
All right. So, are we back? All right, so I got a little bit of an update for you guys.
Fun little tidbit of
Apparently,
info here.
thanks to Vilga, Smasher Gale on Twitter, tweeted at me and let me and Kuntail know. Nova, the reason Mew2King's tag is Nova is because that's an Australian Smasher who donated $10,000 during the Evo drive.
A very
nice.
very impressive reason for Mew2King to be using that tag.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Big shout out to everybody who donated to get Melee at Evo. You know,
so epic.
You know,
Such
I
a
love
shame.
Melee. Huge.
I started off playing Melee. That's where I resided when I first played Smash. So yeah, big shout outs to Nova. $10,000 towards that. Unbelievable, man. You guys at home never cease to amaze me. $10,000, man. That's surreal. That's so giving, you know, like shout
what
outs
could
to
you do?
Hey, that's
big
not like
shout-outs.
there's
Big
no
shout.
words needed. Just let it speak for itself, you know, but shout outs to Nova.
And as I was saying before the commercial break, you know, we had there's so many little things in Smash that you can use to upgrade your game. And, you know, thanks to Doom reminding me that the Ike players whose name I couldn't remember was Mr. Doom.
There we go.
All right, and don't call him Doom. Don't call him Doom because they'll get really mad. You better call him Mr. Doom.
Mr. Doom.
All right. It was the Ike player known for his SDI, and he just showed how you can take it to a whole new level and how SDI can enable you to avoid so much damage. So there's so many things. SDI, you know, combo DI versus survival DI. A lot of techniques such as, you know, just a lot of advanced techniques, teching, stage checking, so many different things, so many different recovery options.
The ever-present concept Pierce has brought up of microspacing.
Yes, microspacing. There you go. So there's so many different small things, all the way down to pummeling when you get those grabs. mashing out of grabs.
Yes.
That's another thing that's really, it's really relevant to today's metagame with the Ice Climbers. You get grabbed at 30%, you break out before Nana catches up. That's huge.
You better have been buffering those buffering those mash outs.
You'll see a lot of the old school Melee players, as soon as because in Melee, if you have lag or something like that, you miss an L-cancel or something like that, you'll just see them, they'll instantly start mashing. Before they even get hit, they're just anticipating the grab, and then they'll just start mashing. They'll just go crazy on their controller. It's great. I love watching it.
Because that's where you see, as soon as they get grabbed, it's the insta breakout. There's no pummel or anything, just immediately out of a grab. That's one thing that Vinny had given me a real crash course in, was predicting the grab and breaking or looking to break the grab as soon as possible, getting those buffers into the inputs, getting as many inputs as you can to try and break the grab.
Yeah, because there is buffering in Brawl, so it will input, even though you have lag, it'll be inputting your actions still while you have lag, so that as you get grabbed, some of those inputs are still catching up to you. And when you get grabbed, every single input you make down to each quarter direction movement of either joystick, any button you press, it all counts towards breaking out the grab. So just start mashing everything. Practice that. Practice every single little thing. Practice your XDI. Practice your mashing. Practice remembering to pummel. I remember way back in the day when I was training with my crew, Zodiac Braves, back when I used to play. We would all sit and we'd be playing friendlies, practicing, sparring with each other in our game up, and it would be a thing where we would every time somebody landed a grab, everybody in the room would yell pummel, so that we would all get the memory of get the grab, you get the pummel every time. And there's so many situations where it's just a huge applicable, because it's not just the damage, it's the damage and refreshing your kill moves.
It's so important.
Especially as a Metanite player, for all of those out there, you get that pummel and that up B gets refreshed. That could be the difference between a kill and them living off the top of the screen. And it's not even just, okay, you get the pummels in that kill percent to make your up B fresh. It's you get the pummel in early so that 3% is there. Then you get the pummel in later, and just every single one adds up. Especially as a Meta Knight player, you're imagining you're going to grab somebody 4 to 5 times the stock on the minimum. On the minimum. So, imagine you're getting, obviously you're not going to pummel them at 0. My rule of thumb for people that aren't expert mashers, which unfortunately is too few of them.
Yes, it's a few and far between thing nowadays.
Is that I throw in 1 pummel every 40%. And of course it varies on characters because pummel speed is different.
Yes.
We saw Fox on the screen earlier, and one thing I noticed is that he wasn't pummeling. As somebody who trained up with Rookie, I know that Fox's pummels are devastating because it's fast. It's fast. It's fast like his laser's fast. So, as you have to know what character you're playing, knowing the rate at which you pummel, and there's so many things that just go into it. Know the game, know your character, and really understand how you can level up. If you feel stuck, I guarantee you there's some way out there that you can get better.
And no, there definitely is, guys. I mean, we've been in the community now 5+ years, and there's always a level up present, especially being in New York, New Jersey. We've seen everyone that, has come to power here and has lost power here, what they've done, what's gone on with it. There's always something you can work on. There's always more homework. There's always more lab work. Even down into, as we just broke down the pummeling situation, Smash is a game where it's very funny. A lot of people we've seen map things out in the flowcharts, and it's very funny how when you're learning, it's very good to map things out in the flowcharts, because it really does give you a consistent view of what you should be looking for, the easiest way to see your options. So as we continue to break it down, there's a million different ways to go about it, but do your homework, guys. You'll find a lot of little, hints, tips, tricks and everything just to try and get that level up. So come Apex 2015, you might be here on that main stage impressing us just like we saw earlier.
Absolutely. It looks like right now we have one of my favorite players in the world, Lee Martin.
Oh, he is up. There we go.
What a beautiful man. Versus Matty M in a Meta Knight Ditto. A scoring matchup, but one I love. It looks like Lee Martin on the white Meta Knight.
Okay.
Right now, we've got a fairly, I know this is going to sound weird to say, but a fairly even match.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, no longer is it even. Is that Lee Martin on the white Meta Knight? I'm not 100% sure. I'll double check after this match is over.
Something tells me they might be reversed, unless I'm just completely
based
undercutting
on the
Matty.
Unless Matty M is just, God right now.
I was going to say exactly. We can't believe this huge walk, and it's like, last I checked, I think that's who it's supposed to be, but
neither Meta Knight is playing poorly. The blue Meta Knight was 100% able to, take that lead, but that was off of a really solid string. But the defense of the white Meta Knight is not to be put at fault.
According to what I'm seeing right now, Matty M is killing it. He's going in.
Uh-oh, and, you know, we got ourselves a real match. It is even at the moment.
I was going to say, I don't think I can miscommentate this right now.
Uh-oh, that could have been very devastating. An up B right there, comboed out of that neutral there, could have been the stock.
I was almost waiting for it. I felt it. I was sitting there. I was like, who's getting spiked? Who's getting spiked?
The base knockback on that up B is really huge. That's one thing about, you know, Metanite's up B is that, you know, it doesn't have the most fantastic knockback growth, although it can be used for a kill, but even the base knockback is fantastic.
That's where you see those stage spikes at 20 and 30, just things that are just impossible to deal with if you get hit in the stage by Metanite's up B.
Very nice transition there. All right, I have a hunch that Lee Martin is the blue Meta Knight.
Okay, I would have to agree. Mainly just due to from the spacing I've seen from the blue Meta Knight, it's been surreal. He's been
Not only, well, it actually doesn't come from that because I give every Meta Knight the benefit of the doubt these days. It's 2014.
Yeah.
I hope that by this point, you know,
we all know how to play Meta Knight.
Exactly, but it's some of the strings and patterns he's using is a little bit reminiscent of the Lee Martin style. But of course, we will get that confirmed for you by the next set.
Just to make sure. Yeah, I'm starting to see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just watching the follow-throughs and the follow-ups, it's like, yeah, definitely.
Right. Right now, Blue's got an advantage on the juggle. I like the way that up tilt has been coming out.
Ooh,
very nice turnaround down smash.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was very Lee Martin. Because you know that Lee Martin enjoys his off-stage pressure. And I don't really think that...
well, I asked Matty, and he told me he was sitting on player one.
Okay.
Matty M sitting on player one?
Yes.
So that's Matty M with the 2-stock over Lee Martin?
Wow.
Oh, interesting. Is that actually Lee Martin? Yeah, no, I can see it in the cam. That's definitely Lee Martin up there. Looking a little stressed out.
So pardon me for undercutting Matty M then. Yet again,
very
another
nice,
name.
Nice.
But what's it called?
Okay, now I'm hyped for this game
like
too.
Now this is kind of serious. Like,
this is ESAM's pool. ESAM is on the other side of this pool.
Oh, wow. So this could be a huge deal breaker right now if Lee unfortunately takes a dive. He's got a lot to make up for. And Matty jumping in strong as we see with a mean up air string.
Very nice juggling. He does drop the juggle there. He should have taken the guaranteed up B. He might have been slightly afraid of getting, you know, precision glide attack. And Lee Martin looking for a way to land.
Yeah. And as of right now, Matty M's vertical spacing has been outstanding. He has been taking full advantage and really tacking up some damage thanks to those up airs.
Now, I really like the decision to take it to Final Destination. Because if you want to slow down the game, see what went wrong with the Game 1-2 stock on a neutral stage, Final Destination is one of the best places to do it. It's a really simple stage, not too much to get into. And Lee Martin, once again, in the air, trying to figure out a way to get down. Matty has a very patient style.
And a very precise style, too. His follow-ups, as we thought was Lee Martin last game, were very on point. He was very clutch and just definitely did a good job of consistently getting his full strings.
Good punish there with the dash attack by Matty M.
And wow, I mean, percent does not lie.
Once again, we have Lee Martin up in the air. All right, it looks like Lee Martin is figuring out a few ways to get himself below Matty M from that upper area. However, Matty does find his way to close the stock, drops an up air string.
Yeah, unfortunately the second time there too, which has definitely caused him a bit of damage over time.
He is once again able to launch Lee Martin up into the air. I think Lee Martin's going to need to stop trying to recover high against this particular player.
Unfortunately, he also may have to start rethinking his use of NATO. I've seen Matty counter at least 3 or 4 NATOs with solidly placed retreating fairs. So Lee Martin, unfortunately, broadcasting some of his options a little bit too much.
All right, guys, so sorry for the confusion. We do have actual confirmation. You guys are right. It is Lee Martin on player one.
Yeah,
sorry for the confusion, fellas.
That's what I thought. I was like, I don't know. That looks a lot like, you know, a lot of people haven't, a lot of the new blood here hasn't seen Lee Martin play before.
Yes, exactly.
You know? And I remember back in the day because he was I met Lee Martin, I believe, at Clash of Titans, and then I seen him again at MLG several times. And there's some things you just remember. Each Meta Knight, a lot of people are like, oh, the character's redundant, but no. One of the things I like about Meta Knight and Meta Knight Ditto so much is that Meta Knight's a very artistic character, and Lee Martin does some very artistic things with that character.
His sword is his paintbrush. Sorry, I had to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lee Martin is up.
I gotta say,
both in the game and in this stock.
Been pretty on point today. We were able to get the set count for Lamb and Ruinous. We've been able to spot out whether or not it was Lee Martin. I mean, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud right now, doing a good job. But right back into it. Lee was still with a very, very steady lead as of right now, but nothing that Maddie might not possibly be able to bring back.
Yeah. And as I said before, Maddie's defense is nothing to laugh at,
Yeah.
Lee Martin is a very overwhelming player, but Maddie is putting up a solid fight. He needs to see if he can close out this stock on Lee Martin, and then 104% is a big deficit, but it's not an impossible deficit.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
I was about to say he probably should have upbeat the glide at him. However, he was able to get the down smash conversion.
And he definitely got the better half of the down smash there as he caught him with the back half. But Lee still closing it out with a JV2. Very impressive.
Lee Martin takes it 2-0.
Yes.
Now, I believe this marks...
Unfortunately, the first end of our segment. But I should say unfortunately. I say unfortunately just because I'd love to keep sitting up here and doing this. But we are going to have Doom and Sky rotating in right now.
So let's see if we can find...
I think we got... Hold on, I think I got them right there.
Yeah, no, Sky's on the standby. I'm looking for Doom. He was
No,
very
he's
nearby.
right next to right next to Gunblade. Yep.
But yeah, so far the tournament is starting off hot, and you all already know. I don't really have to tell you, but it's just going to continue to heat up as the day goes on. So
I'll tell you again, though, it's going to keep heating up.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be hot. So I'll see you guys in a little bit later. As a matter of fact, I will see you guys again.
We'll give them the exact rundown here. I think we got us right here following up. What does that say, 1 p.m.?
Yeah, 1 p.m. I'll be back. Until then, Doom and Sky will hold you down.
They're definitely going to hold you down. There's plenty more bracket pools to come. We're bringing them on in, guys.
So for the time being, this is Pierce.
And this is Coontail.
Signing out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whenever I'm going to run a video, you see video, same field, just look here, you see the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Sweet.
Okay, we got a match coming up. It's going to be JTails versus Jazz.
Okay. Whoa. What?
JTails versus Jazz, that's the match.
JTails is in my pool. Not anymore?
I guess not. He got switched.
Who knows? All right, whatever. Hey, what's the link so I can tweet it out?
Go to twitch.tv/teamspooky.
Zeros froze. Okay. Twitch.tv/teamspooky with zeros froze.
Yeah, I tagged you on the
Hey guys, if you wanna see.
What's up, monsters of the stream? We got Juice Doom, and as soon as he puts his headset on, Sky on the mic, bringing you some Super Smash Bros. Brawl singles pools action. We're going to kick it off with JTails versus Jazz. JTails, a Metanite player from New York. Used to reside in New York City. Now he lives in Larchmont up in Westchester County. Definitely an old face. And Jazz, a bit of a newcomer, but I believe I've heard his name around, and he's an out-of-region player, so definitely excited to see some play from both of these guys right now.
SP00KY.
Yeah, that's it.
With your boy, Juice Doom. Aided by the young. Just gonna put it on my Facebook and I'm good. My fan page. So important. They need to not start.
All right, controls have been set. Players are going to pick their characters. I'm not sure which character Jazz mains, but JTails is going with his signature Metanite. Okay, looks like he's picking Fox.
Oh my God, water! For the love of God. The thing is broken, so I didn't know like. Thank you, Dakota. Okay.
Sky, how's it going?
Oh my God! Hello. It's good to be here on the East Coast casting Brawl for 2 times, and then I'm done for the rest of the weekend. That's good. It's going good. I'm really glad to be here. I'm really happy. Oh my God! It looks so skinny. Oh my God.
So we're here at Apex 2014.
Yes, we are.
On the stream brought to you by Team Spooky. I believe this is the first time that Brawl tournament footage has been on Spooky's channel, so shout out to Spooky for that.
If I'm being completely honest, I actually had no idea. Thank you for that information. Someone told me they got me on Spooky, and that was supposed to be super hype, and I was like,
oh, that is super.
Yeah,
no, man.
I'm hyped.
This is definitely an honor.
I'm hyped. I guess I'm dumb.
Sky, too Hollywood for Spooky.
Oh, shut up. Wow.
All right.
So we have what? Is it Metanite versus Fox?
It is going to be Metanite versus Fox. At least it looks that way. I believe they're striking stages
I really
right
hope
now.
so, because Fox is my favorite Brawl player to watch, or my favorite Brawl character, because like a good Fox will go in, good reads. It's the only way that Fox is good, if you have good reads. Because he's not really, in my opinion, he's not so much of a reactionary character, because all of his moves you have to commit to something.
Right.
His forward air, you have to know they're jumping. You know what I mean?
Right.
His nair is so laggy, you have to know it's going to hit into grab or up smash or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's why I love seeing good Foxes. He's against JTails, which, as we know, is somebody who, I guess, his claim to fame is that he's trained by Anti. Anti is young little prodigy, very arrogant, but still very good.
JTails arrogant? Nah.
You think so?
He's a fairly modest guy. I mean, he's confident in his skill in this game, but
I definitely don't mean that in a bad way. Okay, let me rephrase. He is extremely confident. However, as we know, our online personas are much different than
yes,
in real
JTails
life.
definitely likes to money match people, and he will let you know that on the internet. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
He will let you know.
Yeah. He's always, like, the way his mindset works is that he's always rising to the challenge. Like, this guy will try to speedrun any game. Like, he just tries to get good at every single video game he can. And that's why he'll money match anyone. And, you know, taking a page out of Korean DJ's book from Melee, where he money matched all the pros, you saw it really helped him out. And we're going to start round 1 right now. It is indeed Fox versus Metanite. Oh, JTails almost starting with that nice up air string. But Jazz
so the
gets
one thing that I think Fox wants to do, especially in this matchup, I've been talking to TKD about this, because I, at one point in time, wanted to have a good Fox. You definitely want to get Metanite to at least 30%, and then you can gather your dash attack into up tilt.
Yeah, because more stuff is safe on hit.
Extremely important.
Yeah.
Fox, you see what I mean? Like that that forward air was not a read. He threw it out there and he got punished for it.
Right.
That's
exactly.
why this matchup is extremely difficult for Fox. And the Fox is going to really need to play the runaway game and use grabs to get percent. Very good.
Right. Exactly. Grabbing lasers, and then you know Fox's saving grace in this matchup is that he can kill Metanite at like 88% with an up smash.
Yeah, especially with a grab. And actually, you'd be surprised at how many people do not know that grab release to up smash just works with
It
Fox.
actually does not.
It doesn't?
No. If
I do it to Mewtwo King, and that boy gets hit.
It has to force. You have to force an aerial release on the character that you're doing it to. Obviously, Metanite has to do the flying breakout, and the way that works is if the character holding the other character is tall enough to have the character that they're grabbing, like their feet dangling above the air or above the ground, then they'll air release. But if you don't mash jump or X when you're mashing out, then grab release up smash does not work from Fox to
Right,
Metanite.
but what I was saying was like a lot of Metanites try to struggle as fast as possible. So
I suppose.
I mean, like,
if you know the matchup, though, you wouldn't do that.
Sure,
and right now, JTails is definitely in that danger zone. Fortunately, you know, very smart. He's not going to mash up or jump, and Jazz knows that, so he respects him and just gives him the down throw. Takes the percent.
I think right now, I'm not going to say what I would do because I'm free, but what I am going to say is definitely I think that he wants to get him in the air and chase Metanite with up airs, because as we know, that's a really vulnerable spot for Metanite above many characters.
Some great low percent strings from JTails.
I'm actually really surprised that the Fox hasn't gone for like random up smashes, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's a really good seasoned player. And
Right,
so,
I agree.
Yeah, no, okay, well, you know,
it's the mark of
too soon, but
it's the mark of a patient player to not, you know, run in and spam kill moves when your opponent is at that tantalizing like kill percent. It's like, oh man, I really want to go for it.
And especially because Fox's infamous for his up smash, and you know he's going to want to hit it so bad.
Exactly.
And I'm actually just so shocked that he hasn't just been hitting it in the shield. But he's also, I think, maybe even playing too cautiously, costing him 2 stocks here.
Yeah, that did cost him.
He's not going for any grabs. JTails is literally holding shield.
Right,
the
exactly.
Fox is not taking advantage by grabbing, and that's really costing him a lot here.
Yeah, that's the high percent psychology. You know, you want to block your opponent's telegraph kill moves. And wow, I'm really loving this short hop up air into nair game from JTails. He's gotten so many little combos at low percents from that.
I know.
It's really getting him a lot of mileage. Oh, reads the tech roll. Covers most options with that down smash. Oh, but slightly mistimes the forward smash.
See, a perfect grab opportunity there. Mewtwo's philosophy is like, kill him slowly. If they're going to hold shield, then just grab him. Very good down smash, and that's
Finally
the first
managed to
stock
clean
for
up a
Metanite.
stock, yeah.
Now, I'm always a believer that comebacks happen. I've seen enough movies to know that, you know, the guy who's down on his luck sometimes,
Oh, unless he runs into a forward smash.
Yes, unless he up B's into a forward smash, then things might be a little different. But I think
Never seen that in a movie.
The literal only way to win this game is lots of grabs, lots of forward air reads, but it looks a little bit over. It's very hard to come back on a Meta Knight, especially with Fox.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jazz landing really any of the high damage moves that Fox has. Like forward air does something like 24%, down air does 16 plus a follow-up. So, you know, he needs to really hit with Fox's big normals right now instead of, like, he's just kind of fading out too much. And there we go. That's something.
Okay.
2 up tilts. Oh, no. Neutral air not safe on block in this game.
I feel like Fox could do with a bit more tomahawks as well. I mean, I do not want to really critique his gameplay. I'm just saying a lot of air dodge grab, empty air dodge grab.
Right, it's very useful with Fox because he falls
good.
so fast. Yeah, it's actually like a visual mind game, unlike most characters who are too floaty to get away with that most
But
times.
what impresses me, and I still am just so surprised about this Fox, is how I haven't seen a Fox play like this. He's very conservative of all of his moves that are like viable to kill.
I really like that. I think he has, his patience is definitely great, and you know, it looks like he's just kind of getting into his groove. He took, he definitely stepped it up toward the end of the game.
So we finish off game 1, 2 stocks on Meta Knight, 58%. I mean, Fox it's still going to be an uphill battle, no matter how good you are. No matter how good you are, it's going to be an uphill battle.
The matchup is still in Meta Knight's favor.
And as we know, JTails is extremely good. Like, I mean, it's not a walk in the park here, you know.
Right, yeah, no, this is definitely no free match, and he also knows the Fox matchup pretty well because he used to use Fox a lot.
Really?
So,
okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's definitely like a big edge that a lot of players get. It's if you are fighting, you know, if you're fighting against an obscure character, sometimes people will bank on you not knowing the matchup.
Right.
But if you've played that obscure character, you know, in tournament many times like JTails has with Fox, then they kind of lose that surprise factor. Oh,
okay.
Starts with the down air.
Very good down air.
JTails definitely recognized that and smashed the eye to the other side of Fox to avoid a grab follow-up. Very, very smart.
It's
really
actually
showing
really
that matchup knowledge.
It's depressing because he knows the matchup so well. Fox
Did
can't
it
get
again.
away with his normal trick. Yeah,
Yep,
he
just did it
smashed
again.
the eyes in order to avoid like any follow-up.
Wow, so well done by JTails, really showing some matchup knowledge here.
I love how he went for the forward tilt RCL lag to down smash. Very smart. You can tell that JTails is constantly thinking throughout the match, but the Fox is thinking too. He's gotten more power shields than JTails, and it shows me that either he's very good reaction-wise, or he just knows this matchup really well. You know
he just did a short hop triple laser point blank, so you know he's definitely.
So you know this boy knows how to play Fox. Absolutely.
Oh, goes for the grab. Good stuff.
Very good.
Tacking
It's
on
those
that
grab
damage.
follow-ups that are going to get him the percent enough for him to kill with more than just up smash. Because I think that's what Fox's game is inevitably. Is
Right.
really like up smash is great, early kills, but we all know it's
Ooh.
Okay, so DI
Poorly
Academy
DI'd.
is open to the public if you want to enlist today.
Oh, that's that short hop air dodge.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, that tomahawk, that nice grab, exactly what he wants to do here. I think Fox's air dodge is completely broken. If you air dodge into many characters and buffer your
gets the dare to up smash.
Very good. He did not smash DI in order
Right.
to avoid that, so he took advantage immediately. That's very good.
Yeah, and that dare to up smash only works if you hit a certain way. Yeah, it's almost. It seems like it's chance based, but I think it's the actual hit of the down air that you land with before
I think it's mostly like Fox's side B. A lot of top players say that it's not chance. You have to really time it, but many other players don't know the timing, so they just guess. So
Right, so they
I
just
think
guess,
maybe
right.
in this situation it could be chance based.
Yeah, but you can react. You can react if you got it. Yeah, and he knew.
When you
So-
see that he trips, he knows.
Oh, Jazz a full stock
Very
behind, but
good.
that was a great back air.
But remember, Fox's full stock, it's still okay. All he needs is a good 80% on this Meta Knight. And I would have gone for the up air there, but again, this Fox is way better than mine, so I'm actually really impressed with the decisions he's making.
JTails is super on point with the smash DI. He literally is not letting Jazz get away with a single down air. Bar few. Oh, it goes for the percent with up smash. It's going to stale it out, so
Okay,
it won't kill.
good.
But
Up
as
air.
long as he lands any other moves, to attack on that percent, then the up smash is definitely a viable kill option right now. But
The Fox playing extremely patient. That's amazing.
wow, JTails crossing up with dash attack instead of unsafely doing one right on his shield that could get up smashed out of shield. So very good awareness by JTails.
It's a good
mix-up
chance.
game.
I feel like that. Oh, very nicely timed forward smash, and that's going to be game 2. I think that Fox really did incredible. Honestly, like. It seemed one-sided, but the Fox made a lot of great decisions. Unfortunately, JTails' Meta Knight just completely outpowered him, and that's like to be expected. JTails is an extremely good player, but for that Fox did it really well.
No, he definitely held it down, and he was getting his down air smash DI out of consistently,
and he was so
which is really
patient.
a shame. Yeah, no, he
never
definitely
spammed up smash.
Yeah, definitely well played by Jazz. Looking forward to seeing how well he does in losers bracket. And see how that run continues.
I can't wait to see him again today. That's going to be great.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely the underdog. Is that the first match of the pool?
Yes.
Wow.
I believe so.
Wow. Okay, so Apex is going to be hard. So I'm about to.
Yeah, Apex 2014, man. This is inarguably one of the hardest tournaments of all time.
About to drown in pools. That's great. Okay. But I think that it was an interesting choice going Battlefield versus Meta Knight. I feel like Fox wants a lot of room to roam. He wants that FD. He wants that Smashville.
Even the salty run back to Smashville.
Exactly, so that he can at least try his best to get percentage up with lasers, and then I just feel like Battlefield was an off option, especially for Meta Knight with all his tricksies and his cancels. But I'm not really. What do you think?
I think Battlefield is definitely a stage that favors Meta Knight more. It grants him access to a lot of platform pressure. I'm sorry, I can't speak. And that's really effective because that up air is too good, man. Meta Knight's up air, it's just if you are above him, you're at high risk of getting either, up air string into something else or just up air into bad position. You really don't want to give Meta Knight a small space and platforms where he can really pressure you so much, especially if you're a character that needs to run away and take advantage of your really high ground speed like Fox.
Amen to all of that. I could not have said that better myself. When you give Meta Knight the option to literally, he has 5 jumps. You give him the option to get 1-2 platform, 1-2 platform, 1-2-3-4-5 tornado.
Exactly.
You're asking to lose.
You definitely put a lot of power in his hands by giving him a stage like that.
Absolutely.
But also, some characters do really well against Meta Knight on Battlefield. Even ones that are slightly counterintuitive, like Falco. He needs a lot of space too, but he can actually box Meta Knight into some bad positions using the smallness of the stage.
I think it's a rarity. I think that Meta Knight is just ultimately better on Battlefield versus most characters, but just like you said, Falco is the exception to that rule.
Yeah. And Marth, too, also just generally thrives.
And we are going to see Ice Climbers versus Meta Knight. Uh-oh.
Oh, excellent. Who's the Ice Climbers player?
We are going to find out.
His name is DarkFlame.
Oh, DarkFlame. Okay,
DarkFlame.
from Maryland. Okay, yeah. I do know this. I know the name for sure. I've actually just never met him face-to-face. This guy is pretty good. He has taken out some big names down in Maryland. Also, also had a very entertaining set with Neo's Jigglypuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That got a lot of attention on Facebook.
So we're going to start game 1. Smashville, what is the Ice Climbers name again? Excuse me.
DarkFlame.
DarkFlame versus JTails again.
Yep.
Ice Climbers versus Meta Knight. Now, this is widely debated. Personally, I feel like a lot of top players who played Meta Knight and now have to face Ice Climbers are more complaining than normal because it's the new big dog in town. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Every, you see about every year there's another rumored Meta Knight counter or super great against Meta Knight character, and currently it's the Ice Climbers. Oh, he does not get the neutral air into grab there. Good by JTails, just jumping away to safety.
Very good desync. So DarkFlame is from Maryland?
Yes, he is. So Maryland versus New York, classic matchup.
Honestly, he's already ahead of most Ice Climbers. I'm loving these desyncs.
Yeah, his desyncs are very good.
Really, really utilizing them to at least punish Meta Knight's subtle approaches, and that's what you're going to need to do.
Oh, JTails with a big opportunity here.
JTails getting the one opportunity.
Ooh, wow, okay.
And does take it.
Yeah, the Ice Block saved Nana for a second, but she actually just fell to her death anyway with no interference from Meta Knight. So.
And this matchup is, one of those things where when you see Nana be just desynced from Popo away from the stage, that's your opportunity. That's when you have to go in and end her. That's the only way.
Yeah, pretty. Meta Knight's MO in this matchup is split them up and then go nuts on Nana when she's off the stage.
Just crazy.
You have 5 jumps in midair. Oh, wow. Down throw to up B. Okay. Reads that air dodge a mile away.
So now the interesting thing about this matchup is it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, how low or how behind Ice Climbers are.
Yeah,
because they just need that one grab to bring it back.
Percent is almost irrelevant to them because if you hold it down in the neutral position anyway, Nana's not going to go flying away from you anyway. So who cares what percent she's at? as long as you have them together. Oh,
he's got to start reading those rolls.
He actually, it looked like he did, but he didn't go deep enough. And Metanite's forward roll has excellent frame data, so you know, can't really hate on him for that. Hate the game, not the player.
Oh, no, exactly. Metanite is just, his rolls are absolutely incredible. I struggle with Metanite's forward roll, especially in the neutral position.
Yeah, definitely a huge tool. And, you know, a great thing about Ice Climbers, though, is that they kind of shut that option off because they control the ground so well. Metanite doesn't even want to be in a position where he can forward roll.
And there's the grab, and we're going to see...
Oh, we're going to see Nana trip.
We're going to see Nana trip. We're going to see the essence of Brawl. Welcome. Thanks for being alive.
I guess Sakurai favors Metanite more than Ice Climbers
There's going to be the up smash, going to take the first stock from Metanite, and we're going to hopefully see an early grab. That is exactly what he needs to bring this game back into his favor. Now, as we know, or as you know, you in the audience may or may not know, you can buffer, if you know you're going to get grabbed, you can buffer struggles at 0, and there's no, gosh.
The reverse shuttle loop,
so raw. The reverse shuttle loop is just it's so dirty. And unfortunately, that's going to be the second stock from our Ice Climbers here.
Ooh, JTails looking like he had a couple opportunities there, but he kind of overcommitted instead of just baiting that roll from the corner.
Very good patience from JTails and from the Ice Climbers. The Ice Climbers are hoping for an early grab here. Maybe want to play off of JTails' impatience. I'm not sure if he actually is going to get impatient. There's the grab. We're going to hope he gets...
Yeah, nope, too high of a percent to continue stringing down throws. Yeah.
Right there.
Nana was very close, but she got knocked down, so she couldn't continue the combo.
So sad. Okay, we're going to see good damage getting on this Meta Knight, and we definitely, those up airs. Ice Climbers up airs. So brutal.
A huge staple, yeah.
And we got the grab, back throw, down throw, and we're going to see if this is going to finish him out. And ladies and gentlemen, that second stock, like I said, Ice Climbers are, when they're behind, they're really not behind.
Yep, now just, really unfortunate trip. DarkFlame must be cursing Sakurai's name today.
Okay, well, we got back on stage.
Gets on stage. Ooh. Oh, no, Banana. No, what? Interesting choice by JTails, but he finishes it in style.
Honestly,
just
that is
straight
so
for Popo.
depressing.
That was disrespectful almost. He was like,
sad.
I don't care about Nana. You can have her. I know I'm going to kill Popo.
The worst part of that was the only reason that whole follow-up started from one trip.
I know. It was quite abysmal.
Very, very sad. And look, that instant salty run back on Smash Ball, I do feel like, and remember like I told you over here, and I'm going to bring this up again.
Starts off very with a grab. Early grab. Convert, and he's going to
miss the down throw back, or the back throw down throw, which is fine. I think that he instilled fear into the Meta Knight. That's all he needed.
Right. Okay, now some great Blizzard walls mixed in with desync up airs that simultaneously locks off both the horizontal and vertical approach zone for Ice Climber's opponent. Great tornadoes to safety by JTails.
And the only way that Meta Knight can approach Ice Climbers in this situation is really going from like this L position, using the very end of his down air in order to desync these climbers.
Right.
And
extremely
the grab good. Going the back throw, down throw, getting these chain grabs from what? Was that a woo?
That was amazing.
Very good.
Just like that, even back up.
Now I don't know about you, but when I'm in
just like that, it's a huge advantage for JTails now.
Now the thing is, a lot of people think that Sopo is helpless. And I think that this character is beast, like, in all honesty.
I don't know. I think it really depends on the matchup, but Meta Knight is not a... Wow, some
very good strings.
Great ground level pressure by JTails.
I think, one grab, he's at 40, and then, okay.
Well, he could go almost all the way to like 70% from one grab, but gets the clutch edge hog.
I think that, I think the best Sopo might be Vinny. I'm not 100% sure, but Vinny's Sopo is absolutely incredible, and I think that was lacking here. His Sopo just wasn't as good as his double.
Now a trip for JTails gets some Blizzard to up air.
And remember,
some super tricky play by JTails.
Yes.
That was actually really ballsy of him. Yeah, he did Meta Knight's back roll, which is the less fast of his two rolls. Oh, can he kill Nana? Just like... swag walks right out of the way in that neutral air from Popo.
He really understands this matchup. And I think, the Ice Climber player is also actually incredible. I think that it's amazing that even after losing that first game from a trip, he doesn't seem to be losing any of his skill or morale. He's acting really well in this crisis.
It's all about your composure.
You know what I mean? Exactly. But, JTails is very prominent in this matchup, as many Meta Knights should be, knowing that Ice Climbers are lurking everywhere. Everyone has a pocket Ice Climbers, you know what I mean?
Oh, that was... almost a huge heartbreak. JTails has control over his character. Let's not doubt the man.
Sure. I just got scared for a minute. I was like, man, that's risky, though.
Yeah, so, Sopo has some tricks up his sleeve, but this matchup, honestly, it is borderline impossible. Meta Knight just has a better moveset all around. He has fast sword normals that he can just stuff in Popo's face safely on block. Popo has low traction. He has low shield grab range.
Sure.
So, definitely a huge hill to climb for No pun intended. For DarkFlame.
God. Horrible. But also, I think that, you know, he's still playing extremely well.
Ooh, gets the edge hog, though.
I'm so proud that there are, like, you know, I'm seeing all these good players come at, like, you know, not really lower levels, but kind of out of nowhere. I've never seen this Ice Climber. He's doing very well against JTails.
JTails making an excellent use
and
of
he
footstools
gets the grab,
there, but he gets the grab.
Yes,
yeah,
down throw,
tornado.
back throw, and he's going to get that up smash, and now it's back to even, and that's Ice Climbers.
This game, exactly. This
Man,
game is dead
it's
even.
anyone's game. It's anyone's game. And he's going to have to worry about not getting Nana desynced, and now we see some patience coming from JTails. A really good desynced Blizzard punishment for that patient.
I like the way that JTails has been dealing with DarkFlame's Blizzard walls.
Sure.
Basically, he waits for both climbers to be doing Blizzard instead of up air, and then he'll try to like smash DI and down air the Ice Climbers out of Blizzard, or he'll try to challenge and swing a hit of forward air in like before the Blizzard hits, and then it puts them in like, you know, it puts them both in hit stun. And, you know, oh, wow.
Very good down throw,
and
back throw, down throw.
And singing JTails praises, he gets grabbed.
We're going to see if the platform is going to mess him up. It does not.
Right.
He's
It
really
does not
experienced
look like
here,
it.
and he's going to get this kill with an up smash right now, and he takes the game.
1-1.
Very good. 1-1. Incredible. Incredible. And that's the thing. Ice Climbers are just those characters that's just like, it's a big middle finger. Like, it doesn't matter how well you're doing. You see at the end when Nana had her eyes half closed, like, I knew we were going to win. Like,
so we had this from day one,
we had this from
baby.
day one. JTails wants to counterpick something, in my opinion. I mean, I go for the cheese. I counterpick something that moves.
Right.
I go for that Pokemon Stadium. I go for, you know, Lilat. I want something that really challenges the Ice Climbers to be actively thinking. And a lot of times in pressure situations, they don't finish their chain grabs. You know what I mean? Who's going for Battlefield.
Battlefield, okay.
Interesting choice.
Picks the neutral, yeah. Apex stage list is not exactly a conservative stage list, but I don't think there was anything he really could have picked that was completely outlandish that would have thrown the Ice Climbers off too much.
Sure.
So Battlefield is a good pick. Oh, challenges the up air with Tornado. Smart pick by JTails. Oh, goes for a neutral air into another Tornado. Big damage in the beginning.
A lot of damage coming because Ice Climbers have not got on the floor yet.
Oh.
Ooh, that would have been
almost a really lucky break for DarkFlame there. Yeah, if you push Metanite off the platform with his back facing the edge.
And it looked like he had the ice block ready as well. And he's going to get 2 chain grabs to not really much, but that's enough percent to know that Metanite's not going to be able to break out that easily.
Right.
So we're going to
JTails
see
splits them up, and Nana just laying there.
Now he desperately needs to get Nana back on stage, and he's going to miss it, and Nana's going to be gone for this stock.
JTails really holding it down.
Excellent chain grab.
Misses the follow-up, though. Yeah, that's too high of a percent.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think there was
one less grab.
Exactly. And I'm not sure if the forward smash would have been, you know, arguably better there. I really couldn't tell. I'm not an Ice Climber player, but you know, he's gonna be able to get 55%. And like you said earlier, this matchup is, you know, extremely hard. Very
and off the stage, it's absolutely miserable. This character probably has the worst recovery in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And Metanite easily the best edge guarding in the game.
Well, yeah, Sopo has the worst recovery, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yes, the Ice Climbers together have a pretty decent recovery.
Very decent.
But as soon as Popo's alone, he's really not making it back.
But like I said, we can't sleep on the Sopo because this Ice Climber player is extremely good. In my opinion, he's doing really well against JTails, one of the more noticeably, like, you know, hidden high tier players. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm
JTails
very
is definitely no
impressed
slouch.
right now.
Yeah,
he knows his desyncs, he understands his spacing, you know what I mean?
DarkFlame showing that he is no random, you know. I apologize for not having known him by face at the beginning, but he's definitely making a name for himself on the stream right now.
And you're honestly one of the more knowledgeable Meta Knights, so I'm sure that you understand just how stressed out JTails might be right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think is going on through his head?
Well, just like in Melee, one stock is not a lead when you're fighting against the Ice Climbers. So right now, JTails, he must be thinking that he's got to extend this percent lead as much as possible. Hopefully, you know, completely take care of Nana before he has to respawn. But, you know, with one stock as a lead, you know, as soon as I got rid of Nana in this situation, I would just run the timer. But, you know, that takes a lot of dedication to win that way. Ooh. Stuffs his glide attack with a Blizzard. Smart play by DarkFlame at the edge, but JTails finds his way back on.
And JTails just completely switching it up. I'm so impressed. JTails being impatient the first 2 games, and now he's really just saying, yo, at the end of the day, I'm trying to win. I'm really trying to win.
And I definitely respect that conviction.
And I think that all we need, again, we saw it last game. We saw the Ice Climbers losing. We saw the grab, and then he closed it out. We need that one grab. He does get the desync. He wants to kill Nana, but he doesn't, and he gets the back throw, down throw from being too much on to kill Nana, and then he gets the stock. 71%, again, like you said earlier, percent doesn't really matter, and he's going to get the up release. Perfect.
Wow. JTails went for some really fancy stuff there. He tried to bank on the momentum from the dash grab, allowing both climbers to slide off, and then he gets a wall spike opportunity.
Absolutely incredible. Using Blizzard to stall out the Meta Knight is such a smart thing to do.
Right, it definitely gives you some time to let your other climber get back, but Nana is definitely gone now.
Nana is donezo. Nana is donezo. And with
great low-level aerial shuttle loop by JTails. Affectionately known as the Shadow Loop around these parts.
Yes.
Shouts to Shadow.
Yeah, shout-outs.
Now, DarkFlame putting up his Blizzard Wall, going for some pivot grabs, anticipating JTails to try to gain center stage with that tornado.
Now we have 4 minutes.
He doesn't bite.
4 minutes on the clock. But in my opinion, timing out ice climbers is very hard. As we know, when they get up air, that is a solid plus 20% or plus. It's very disgusting. And you know, they don't need chain grabs.
I love that little bait by JTails. He's like, yeah, you want a pivot grab? I'm over here, man. Oh, wow.
Very close.
JTails has just, I mean, presumably by mistake, done just a few really unsafe things against DarkFlame, but it doesn't look like he reacted in time, and he's been able to get away with it. Wow. Does not convert the chain grab. JTails kind of throwing out that panic up B. He's like, oh, man, I messed up on the platform.
That's going to be the difference between, you know, this high-level ice climbers and maybe a top-level ice climbers. Is the ability to chain grab in those. JTails is playing incredibly.
Yeah, and the mark of a super experienced or confident Meta Knight in the Ice Climbers matchup is on the ground. What will he do? JTails, instead of just immediately taking to the skies, he's actually been trying to mess with the Ice Climbers' heads on the ground, realizing that as long as he's not in the range of their super short grab, he can actually do some weird stuff.
He's going to keep his edge guard. Okay.
But yeah, he managed to pull that off. 2-1 by JTails. Great finish.
And that's going to be game 2. And I think here, especially in that last moment, he was not able to get the desync. He was not able to come back to stage. And it's a really frustrating matchup for both characters. But JTails played it extremely perfectly. Decided that last game, he was saying, you know, I'm not going to do anything risky. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm literally going to camp these platforms, wait for the down air desyncs, and go for Nana. And that's exactly what we saw today.
Yeah, he really turned it up. He was playing the matchup. And right now we're going to have some advertisement.
Okay.
So CEO 2014 down in Florida, Orlando, June 27th to 29th, brought to you by CEO Jabali. So hit that up. Any of you guys looking to play some Street Fighter or Marvel? I believe there will be Super Smash Bros. Melee at this year's CEO.
And Melee is really getting a lot of attention this year. I'm so proud of that game. Like coming from strong to a little weaker and now stronger than ever, Melee is seeing a lot of play, and it's really good that companies like these or anyone is starting to pick them up. You know what I mean?
Yep. People said 2013 was the year of Melee, and I argue instead that this is just the era of Smash.
I
think
is really
on the up and up.
Smash is really, really going up here. Through all the games that we're playing now, there's so much competition. Like I'm here, you know, and I'm looking around, and this is more people than I've seen in a long time, you know, at any Smash event, and it's incredible. There's so much to do and know in this game. So yeah, go ahead and follow them on Twitter if you want more information. That looks, I'm actually looking myself. Like, is this something big? I might go.
If I have the resources to make a trip down to Florida, I'm definitely interested in checking that out.
Thank you. So I've got that headache, though, so I'm about to get me some Advil because times are hard for young black men like myself, and I need some Advil very quickly.
So on the topic of Smash, you know, blowing up over the past couple months, you know, in the coming months, I think, you know, it's very sensible that this is the trend that we're seeing, because what game has what Super Smash Bros. Has? What game has Mario, Kirby, Pikachu, Link, all these iconic characters in one place in a really digestible, comprehensive game? You know, Smash is very easy to follow. Anyone who's kind of unfamiliar with the game can just tune in, and once you figure out how stocks and percent works, it's very simple to follow. So there's a lot of hype.
But the only thing that, like, I wouldn't say upsets me about Smash, if there's one thing, it's just all the characters that we love end up being so bad. Like, Link deserves to be good for one game. I just want Link to be raw. That's it. I want Link to be super good.
I'm definitely hoping that that Smash 4 is the time of Link, because I wanted to use Link in Smash for quite a while myself. Having some technical difficulties.
Well, there's birds on the screen. I think we're going to stream, but the display. Lauren, could you be a deer and get me some water, please? It's right outside. Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, it does make sense to me that Smash has gained so much attention.
Yeah.
It's just really kind of like got something for everyone.
It's way deeper than people give it credit for.
It really is. If you have, a background in competitive traditional fighting games, then, there's something for you in this. It's a side-scrolling fighting game.
Yes.
There's still many of the basics of fighting games apply. There's footsies, there's mind games, there's reading, there's conditioning. It pretty much has all the facets of a top-level competitive game, and here we're kicking it off with Lee Martin from Louisiana.
Hi, Pitt versus Metanite.
Okay.
Metanite. Are these the winners finals?
No, this is round 3. I believe next round will be winners finals.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
So wait, is Lee Martin in JTails' pool?
I don't believe so. I believe this
These
is
are
a
two
different pool. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So Lee Martin.
Yeah, this is pool 6. I believe JTails is in pool 1.
Okay. Thank
good.
you so
Good
much.
Stuff. Thanks, Spooky.
Okay. So Pitt versus Metanite. Let's talk about this because, as we know, the Japanese were the ones that really handled Pitt for a while.
Right. Yeah.
And
no American Pitts really rose to prominence, bar a couple. But
I'll be able to give a little bit of insight here because living in Sunnyvale, one of my best friends and my training partner for a while was a Japanese player, and he did play a very good Pit. Traveling to Japan a lot and playing a lot of their top-level Pits, he was able to tell me just how Pitt does excel. One of the things that I do know, unfortunately, that
nice
was
arrow
so
loop.
sexy.
That was amazing.
That was clever. One of the things
Great
that
move by
Pitts do to
Gelvistar.
excel is, with a really good arrow game, a really good keep-away game, he could even keep away from Metanite, which is incredible to me.
Right, yeah. Metanite definitely can overwhelm a lot of characters with his rushdown, but doesn't momentum cancel. It goes out a little bit early.
Now, for those of you,
Gelvistar.
do you want to explain what momentum canceling is for those of us on the stream that don't know?
So when you're knocked away by moves with high knockback, particularly ones that are going to kill you if you take the hit, through directional influence, which is holding the stick when you're in knockback, and also what's called momentum canceling, which is when you use an aerial or an air dodge at the end of your knockback trajectory, you can actually reduce the amount that you fly and stay alive a bit longer. So when Pitt got knocked off by that neutral air at like 140%, if he had thrown out a forward air or an air dodge or something, it would have braked his momentum a little bit, and he may have been able to survive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because of the low hit stun in Brawl, you're able to actually get moves out before you're done flying from your knockback.
Perfectly explained. And now what we just saw was a forward smash ending the stock of Metanite at about 130%. And we're going to see a lot of damage getting from neutral jabs and more arrows. But that was a wonderful pivot grab.
He knew that spot dodge was coming to cover his previous
extremely good avoiding of all the aerials in the air that would have just ended his entire stock. This Pitt clearly knows this matchup super well, blocking and knowing exactly what to use to punish. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with this Pitt. I'm not even sure who he is, but he's doing exceptionally well versus Lee Martin of all people.
He is an all-Brawl player named Gelvistar from Georgia. He's actually pretty good. He was at KTAR 8 a couple of weeks ago.
And that's going to be
he's been here since.
Pitt's second stock.
Exactly. Pitt's going out right there.
For those of you that don't know, Lee Martin is one of those on and off players who is just he's really naturally talented. He's extremely good with Lucario. He mains Metanite in singles, and he's one of those. Now, I wouldn't even say hidden high tiers. He's just always been.
Right. He's been kind of a ghost lately. He had some health issues for about a year, but now he's back at it, showing up at Apex 2014, hoping to make some big upsets.
He and Mew2King are going to play in doubles. I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's
going
to be incredible. This is Mew2King's teammate, everybody, Lee Martin.
Very
neutral
good
air
forward
smash.
Very good forward smash.
Great by Gelvistar, realizing that Lee Martin had popped out of the last hit of Pitt's neutral air, so he's like, oh, I'm just going to follow up here with a forward smash.
Now, I am not, under any circumstances, going to sleep on this Pitt. This could be it here with a good up B. Metanite could finish out this stock. Metanite's extremely fast, does not get there in time, though. Getting back on stage, Pitt is going to need to get a grab or a good jumping up air or neutral air in order to obtain a lot more damage.
That was a great little up B stall.
Beautifully using the up B in order to get some percent. We've got a great match
another
here.
little mini jump. Yeah,
absolutely.
This is actually fairly close. Oh, great B reversal shield to get out of harm's way.
Amazing play with this Pitt. I'm so impressed. And what's incredible about Pitt is you have to remember, Pitt's kill moves are much like Fox, but arguably better. His back air kills at a much lower percent, and it's very difficult to DI because you don't always see it coming.
Yeah, his back air is extremely strong. Forward smash is a strong and solid option, but he's definitely going to need quite a bit more percent to take Lee out.
A wonderful down smash. We know that Lee Martin is getting a little bit panicky here, and Pitt is taking advantage by getting those grabs, but he can, now that he's off stage, can close out this game with a good up B.
Wow, Lee Martin just rushing him down. He stuffed that start up and forward tilt with the dash attack.
Really great rushdown game. Patient, but still very fast. I'm impressed.
Right, yeah. He's going for a lot of these reads. He went for that charge out smash. No, but the down air will seal the deal.
And it was that arrow that stalled him out long enough to get hit by that. And that's, you know, I'm not going to be arrogant enough to say that was a mistake because I don't know what a Pit could have done in that situation. Maybe shield, maybe drop down and then up B. But right there, it was the arrow that got him killed. I don't know if that was him making a technical error or he just thought that the arrow was going to hit. Very hard to tell. But that was a very good first game Pit versus Meta Knight. I'm so impressed by that Pit.
Yeah, that was quite close. Gelvistar definitely showing that he's got it.
Yes, absolutely. And I think right now, if I might predict a stage select, he's going to go Smashville, but maybe I'm dumb.
I mean, it's very possible. Smashville is definitely like a big comfort zone kind of stage for a lot of players.
Myself included. If you want to just beat me hard, just ban Smashville because that's all I go to.
Yeah, ban Battlefield against me because that's my favorite stage.
So he's going to Halberd. Interesting.
Okay, wow, this is actually very interesting.
So one of the reasons I think he's going to Halberd is Pit has a very good under the stage game. He can jump, uses up air on shield, and it's very destructive. And he also has the ability to use his up air versus Meta Knight when Meta Knight's on that platform. So he has a lot of things going for him here, but as we know, it's still Meta Knight. A lot of advantages here as well.
Yeah, the one flaw in that game plan is that Meta Knight's grounded shuttle loop will actually scoop Pit from underneath the stage if he's not careful with the spacing, if he's not absolutely perfect, actually.
Ugh.
So, yeah, it could end up being more of a benefit to Meta Knight to play on the stage, who really, really benefits from sharking underneath.
But again, oh no, absolutely. And we can see an up B. We do see it, but it's the soft hit, so it doesn't get at the actual benefit that Lee Martin was looking for. But, you know, up Bs are still very deadly, and the way that Lee Martin uses them is actually incredible versus a lot of players. That's not what he's known for, but you know what I mean.
Right. Now, one huge benefit of the transparent stage floor, or the passable through bottom, is that Pit can use it to recover. He can immediately, completely avoid having to deal with crossing Meta Knight up at the corner, to get out of the edge situation.
Sure.
And he can just go underneath the stage straight up. So that's very useful.
And I think one thing that we're gonna be begging to see here is when the stage does transition, that's when Pit shines. That's when we're going to see a lot of great Pit plays here, and I cannot wait for that. But the Pit was waiting for that for too long, ended up losing a stock, and now I'm worried about the morale of our Pit player here. But this is really good for Pit here.
As long as he can keep his composure, he may be able to make this a bit closer. But once Meta Knight gets the stock lead, that's when he really starts to just pull ahead more and more.
But that's the very good shield. But that's the thing. That's what I told you earlier, and what we have to keep bringing up is in times of crisis. That's what defines us. That is how we're going to excel in this game. Right. How well can you keep your head while the terror Meta Knight, especially when you're the underdog, when they're ahead and everyone's rooting for you? How well can you keep your composure?
Yeah, exactly. Handling pressure is a huge aspect of tournament gameplay in any game.
Yes, and it doesn't matter how long you've done it because the nerves will still come.
Exactly. And in a game like Brawl that's really trying of the player's patience. Oh, wow.
Wow.
I was actually about to comment on how this stage may be good for Pit because of the low ceiling. It lets moves like dash attack and down air kill. Yeah, Pit's down air is surprisingly strong, kills vertically.
Using the laser in order to have a safe recovery back, he's really using the advantage of this stage. It's incredible. Now, what I think he might be doing here is getting some ledge time, using his arrows to get a little bit of percent, just to get a little bit of an advantage. He might have not given up on this stock, but he's just trying to get as much damage as he can before next stock. And he is doing that, and it's actually incredible. He's racking up 24% already, which on Meta Knight is good enough. The low ceiling worked against him this time.
Yep. Meta Knight's up air is definitely something to be scared of all the time.
Absolutely.
And on Halberd, that definitely ramps up a couple notches.
Absolutely. Could not have said that better myself.
Lee Martin holding it down with the corner pressure. Wow.
Using up smash, very good percent, 43%. Meta Knight will die to Pit's back air. Oh, good, excellent bait. Going for the back air, faking it out, and using forward smash just to get that percent.
Yeah, that's
excellent
a lot of damage.
grab.
Oh, could have thrown him into the laser, but no, just opts to throw him off stage instead. Oh, arrow's the wrong way, though.
Arrow's the wrong way, but tries to back air to make up for it, but it doesn't work. Now that Pit is going on this stage again, and as we know, like I said earlier, that option where he can up air through the stage, very good for him. Using shields to block Tornado.
That was really skillful.
Incredible Pit. This Pit is really good.
Yeah, he definitely knows what's up.
Absolutely.
And
I believe that was down smash right there.
Wow, you see that? That was gorgeous,
yes.
man. This guy has some great control over Pit, and now he's looking for that down air.
Incredible Pit control. And, you know, Pit is a very difficult character to really, really control. Was he going for a pivot grab there, you think?
Yeah, he actually
very good, and there's the back air. We're at last stock Halberd, 101% on Pit, which is still deadly, but he can still take a few hits with some good DI. Now, as we saw, this character was, or this person did not have maybe too strong of a grasp on momentum canceling, but he definitely does have good DI, always in the corner.
Probably just tournament nerves,
sure,
honestly,
sure.
at that point, yeah. I mean, that's fairly basic. I'm sure he knows.
Waiting for that stage change. What, do you think
very
that stage
nice
change
arrow loops.
Yeah, he has really good arrow loops. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's not every day that you see someone doing it consistently, especially in tournaments.
Yeah, do you remember the first game where he used it to hit his shield
Right.
and then the arrow came? That was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I've never seen that. Very good combos. He's
DI's very poorly.
That 3 o'clock DI.
Yep.
Not the best, but you know, you can't fault him for that. It was the first time that he made that mistake, which is so rare. He played incredibly well. If you're just joining us, we just saw Pit versus Metanite, and that matchup. That matchup is so frustrating, but that Pit played so well, especially against one of the best Metanites to ever, you know, come out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, guys. Boss versus Mewtwo King is next.
Yeah.
What?
Definitely. Yeah, I was just about to say
What?
we got a big treat. Yep. Boss with his trademark.
Oh.
Not trademark because I've never seen this before, but it's his boss hat.
Mewtwo King versus
And Mewtwo
Boss.
King. Yep. So
This Facebook troll versus Mewtwo King. I cannot wait to see this. This is gonna